Well, hello everybody. It's here Wednesday afternoon. I kind of shared with you last week what was happening, what was happening with the COVID-19 situation that Josh Cuellar, our next gen pastor, has it. And keep praying for him. We appreciate your prayers. A lot of you have shared that, been texting us, letting us know what was going on in your prayer life with Josh, and we're thankful for that. Because the pastors work closely with Josh and outside of his family, we're with him, and we all knew and understood that we needed to see what the situation was with us. None of us have any symptoms. All this feel great. But today, on Wednesday, we went to a clinic that deals with rapid response. They take a blood test. They're looking for the antibodies that deal with the situation. Because 72 hours had passed, we're meeting with the clinician who comes to our church. He works closely with the state health department on dealing with all this. He is an expert. He deals with this every day. That's really almost all he does. We got some valuable information. The really good news is that all of us felt fine. All of us took it. Myself, Troy, Joe, Barry, and Brian. We all test negative. We're all great. We're good to go. Mike, interesting enough, Mike got a test with this guy a few weeks back. It was negative, but today shows some positive antibodies, and evidently he got COVID-19 and is on the back side of it. Basically, Mike feels good, doesn't have any symptoms. He's asymptomatic, feels fine, is doing fine, but Mike's going to take about a week off, go get tested again next week, should be good, ready to go. Mike, because he works with senior adults, probably takes more precautions than any of us. And so I see, he tends to social distance himself more, wears his mask much more. And so, Mike, really careful about those situations and those things. One of the things that I really want to share with you, and our church is moving forward, there's no reason that we shouldn't. I've heard different rumors, people saying, this person needs to quarantine. If Josh came near you, this happened or that happened. So let me clarify some things, just so you'll know. And this is coming from someone who deals with this all the time. Unless you have prolonged contact with someone, really close contact with them, you're right next to them, you're talking to them for an extended period of time and you're dealing with them, you really don't fall under the threat of getting the coronavirus. Just passing by, even if Josh shook your hand, reports out there, if Josh shook your hand, you're in danger. That's just not true. You've got to have extensive contact. Listen, nobody in our church has more contact with Josh than the pastors, and we don't have it. We don't have the symptoms. We've been in contact with Josh and Mike, for that matter. When Mike has had this, what looks like a little while back, we contact with Mike. We see Mike, and none of us have it. So you need to keep that in mind. We put guidelines in place. If you follow these guidelines, you will be okay. And you can find the guidelines on our website, fbclascruces.com. But here's the main things. If you will practice social distancing, in other words, you just don't come into that much close contact for a long period of time, you'll be fine. Our auditorium is set up that way. If you're partying when you sit down on a row, keep a couple of seats between you and the next party, you'll be fine. If you, upon entering our building and entering our auditorium and exiting the auditorium and building, if you'll wear a mask, you'll be good. And the other thing is, probably when you come and start hugging people, you probably shouldn't do that. Giving them a big, it's good to see you kiss, we get it. Don't do that. It's fine to mingle a little bit, practice some social distancing, maybe go outside a little bit where the wind blows and blows things around, and you'll be good. Practice good sanitation, good hygiene. We got sanitation stuff everywhere, and you should be good. All the pastors that are going to be here Sunday, they're all in good health. I won't be here, nothing to do with this. I'm just taking a little time away. I just wanted to fill you in what's going on. We're excited about what God's doing in our church. We've had some great communication with folks, and we appreciate you guys praying for all of us. God bless you, and we'll see you in worship Sunday.